Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the last episode we got some really good information, like that Edgeworth was on the boat with the murderer. So here's what threw me off about that. And I think I have it figured out, but I want to look at one piece of evidence first. Oh, it doesn't say that they found all three, just that there was one. Okay, that's what threw me off. Because, like, I looked at this picture and I'm like, well, if that's Edgeworth and the murderer, why wouldn't the murderer have just killed Edgeworth? He's trying to frame Edgeworth. So I'm thinking he didn't actually... I feel like he didn't actually shoot... Like, he didn't actually shoot at Edgeworth. I think he missed on purpose. But and then I'm like, well, maybe... I feel like the goal here was framing Edgeworth. Like, it wasn't to kill him. I feel like this was like trying to kill two birds with one stone. I think I got this, but I don't know who the killer is, so I think I'm gonna go with that. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah, again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. Is it? At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out onto the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on a boat? What? Well then where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder really took place. Okay. Was it at the boat shop? That's the only place I can think of. I wish I had evidence. I wish I could look at my evidence and find something to back that up, but I'm guessing that's where it has to be. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have any proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop! Okay. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Oh god, do I have to like piece this whole thing together? But I think if I start at the very beginning, oh god, I do. Do I get to like make a little comic book? That'd be cool. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. I feel like we don't have enough to pin this on the caretaker. Oh my god, the parrot is going to be a witness in this. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? Oh god, I almost accidentally picked Edgeworth. No, the boat shop caretaker with his left hand. And then, so he fired left-handed, and then Edgeworth picked up the gun with his right hand? That would be my guess. Of course it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Aha! I was right. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details, details. He's trying to frame Edgeworth. I don't know why. I think it has to do with the DL6 incident. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. Because the first shot missed? No, because he wasn't trying to hit. To create a witness. I think that's it. Okay. Yeah, because he wasn't trying to hit anything. So it was someone who knew that Lotta was out there. I don't think Lotta is necessarily like purposely involved. I think she got dragged into some of this. I don't think she's purposely involved. I think someone knew she was there. Like staked out on the lake. And knew that firing a gunshot would get someone to take a look. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol on the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Yeah, so I don't think Lotta was... Like, I don't think she's, like, part of the conspiracy. Once he realized that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and then threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Oh God, someone say something. No. Oh no. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. I don't think we're going to be able to get anything out of him, though. Very well, while we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take to the stand. Oh, crap. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. And that didn't seem suspicious. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. So does this mean that Edgeworth is not guilty? Come on, Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him and I want to know who he is. Very well, court is adjourned. Oh God. Bye, Judge. Please have a very large security detail. I don't see this going very well for you. Whew. We survived. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah, well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Carmen didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little, right? I'm sorry, but I hear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. What? Be continued. What? Oh god, I haven't saved in a long time. Yeah, okay, so we'll go back to this save. I usually keep one at each of the save points and then one for where we leave off if I have to stop in the middle. All right, we're back at the office. I don't know what we can do unless we find the old man. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? Crime that he committed. Memory of a murder. That doesn't, I feel... I'm wondering if there's not enough information to work with yet. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes. I do remember feeling faint. Right on, tell me the truth. It was love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Is there, can I present my fist? Doesn't look like it. Oh, I was hot out there, hot. I'm glad someone's happy about how this case is going. He seems too happy to care about anything I show him. Well, let's just run through it all. Since we're here, yeah, I don't think we're gonna get anything. And then we'll see what subjects he has to talk about. He is way too happy. Oh my god. He is too happy to respond to anything we're doing. Here's a bullet. Yeah, I didn't have high hopes for that one. Your metal detector. Oh wait, that was the police department's. Oops. Oh my, I so want this parrot to be a witness. Alright, well, yeah, okay, so let's talk to him. Today's trial are Edgeworth. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious, but Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? From where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. Hey, I mean, can you really know what he's telling the truth about that night? Nick, I don't know, but what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Uh-oh. Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. I feel like I got myself into trouble. That wasn't worth it. Alright, I guess we'll ask about Edgeworth. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles, and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Huh. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear the story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. Oh boy. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial for murder. It's a class trial. Another, so many Danganronpa references. I know they're not actually like references, but so many things fit. A class trial? Oh my god, the class trial, here it is. You remember, Larry, spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it. Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. Who does this in 3rd grade? Objection! I didn't do it. Guilty. He did it. Guilty. It was you. Thief. Give the money back. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, no borrowing my eraser. Or the I can't read this fast enough. Did you rob the bank? Fantastic. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! You shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else is no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles? Yes! Oh my god, that's fantastic. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We need proof. Why don't you all just shut up? Oh wait, that's probably Larry, yep. This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I'll replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. Famous defense attorney. Oops. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right, I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. Several years later, when I heard Edgeworth's name again, there was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him to learn why he had become who he'd become. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So that's why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Yeah, about that. Ah, Nick. We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right, it may very well be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Alright, I'm very sorry. I feel like nothing really happened this episode, but let's call it here and we'll begin our investigation for real in the next episode. So we got a good bit of backstory. That was pretty good. I'm really curious to find out. I feel like this boat caretaker, I feel like they're gonna have something to do with the DL6 incident, or like that's why they got involved. Something like that. Alright, but we'll see. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.